Take 3. Action.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Episode 2 coming at you. We're dropping this Monday at midnight. Yeah, Monday at midnight because Monday.
In the future, tonight, it'll get dropped.
Sunday
Tuesday.
at midnight. So then when you wake up Monday, it's
Yeah,
there.
but tonight it'll be dropped
Monday night for Tuesday.
Monday night. It'll be up Tuesday morning, so you guys will have it to be able to watch throughout the week on a normal week.
Yeah.
Because of the holiday, we're a little behind.
But yeah.
So yeah, we've been able to broadcast on a bunch of different apps and streaming services for the audio version. So we have Google Podcast, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Anchor. That's you can look it up. Just running the world. You'll see our faces. Click on it. Let it rip. Let us know what you have to say. We are also on social media now. Twitter, Running World Pod, and Instagram, we're Running World Podcast. So get on there, hit us, DM us with some ideas or what you guys want to see, what you think we can work on. So
Maybe with some topics for further podcasts. So, all right, real quick, we're going to talk about UFC real fast. So hopefully we don't lose you. We'll be quick, just because that was a crazy night.
Yeah.
That was a crazy night. So Saturday night was UFC 246, and it actually wasn't $5.
Yeah, you had to pay $65. So this little quick minute we're going to give you, that'll save you $65.
Yeah. So the prelim fights, they're never anything too special, except, dude, that one chick, she was a badass. She tore her ACL, and she still fought.
She was bleeding like crazy.
Blood was squirting out of this chick's head. She was an absolute monster.
Yeah, wild.
But honestly, that was probably the best girls' fight of the night because the Holly Holmes fight was terrible.
It was absolutely
So if you watched it, it was awful. Worst, terrible fight.
All right, main card. Everyone was wanting to know what was going to happen.
Yeah, I predicted
This is the Conor McGregor, Donald
Cowboy,
Cerrone Cowboy fight for those of you.
And I definitely predicted a 4th round head kick knockout. Cerrone was going to win it, but I was just completely wrong. That was a 40-second fight.
Conor head kicked Cerrone, complete switch of roles. Then Conor fed him with his heavy left hands that he's notorious for. So
Absolutely. But that was a wild night. We were going crazy.
We were going wild.
We were going crazy.
So,
but all right, let's move on.
Let's move into it. We were going to talk about this last week. We had the video cut. We ran into some issues, so we're happy to get into it this week with you guys. We're going to talk about some social media stuff. First off the bat, Finstas. So they are kind of like phasing out, I feel like, but I feel like they're still a fun way people use to kind of let off and I don't know.
Just post the stuff you wouldn't normally post on your main because you have a ton of pictures and stuff you want your friends to see.
And I feel like mains are in today's day and age, you have to be so modelish and they have to be perfect pictures and you're not going to post them. Your Finstas, you just let them rip. You have you don't really care as much about what the quality is or I don't know. You just have more fun with it. There's less care about it.
Facts.
Because I feel like there's less importance placed on it, and your viewership is lesser. You don't have as many followers on your Finsta, and the people that do follow you are closer. And it's more about telling the story than flexing. I feel
right. There's no flexing on the Finsta.
Yeah, I feel like mains are used a lot for to flex. People would be I went on this vacation, or I visited this place, I did this, I did that, I went skydiving, I saw this celebrity. They use it to flex and be oh, look what I did, this is so cool, my life's so cool, I do all this stuff. Just kind of hide and shelter themselves away from what's actually happening, build this persona. But Finsta's who you
it's
actually
behind
are.
The scenes.
Yeah.
That's why and dude, you know who you never trust? You never trust the people who are on their Finsta posting their quality pictures, and that's all they post.
Yeah.
Because you're just fake as shit.
Or people who try to follow your Finsta with a main.
With a main account.
Not a chance. I want your Finsta on my Finsta. I want dirt on you if you're gonna try to have dirt on me. That's
Facts.
We don't want.
Facts. You're just a creeper if you.
They're basically different apps, honestly.
Absolutely.
When I switch accounts, that's a different universe.
Yeah.
I'm a different person.
For me, I know my Finsta is if you're on it, it's because I genuinely like you as a person.
Yeah.
If you're not on my Finsta or you've been removed from my Finsta,
There's a reason. You earned it.
It's because I probably don't like you anymore.
And that's something you got to do. If you're going to Finsta, you got to keep up with it. You got to cut people out.
Yeah.
You don't want everyone in your business knowing what's up. You got to keep those cuts often. Unless you're some hotshot celebrity, I would say personally, a good rule I like to roll by, under 100 followers.
That's what I was gonna say. Like people with like 300 followers on your Finsta, I'm like, you don't have 300
But that's
close
a
friends.
main. That's another account.
Yeah, you just have another main.
Yeah.
You're soft.
Yeah.
You don't have 300 close
You have to
friends.
be able to like know their middle name or something for them to be able to follow you.
Like I have like 100, yeah. Like I have like 100 people on my Finsta, and I'm like some of those people I'm not even that like tight with.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the same boat.
It's just you have mutual classes with them, and like you follow them. Now it's kind of awkward unfollowing more.
But also, those people you do let in, they can still be snakes.
Yeah,
I've seen plenty of people go down because of their Finstas. So, and the same thing with private stories. Like, it might be private and you think you're safe. There is still somebody out there who's still, they have a bone to pick with you for some reason. Private is not private. It is not hidden. It will find its way out somehow. If I don't want to say if the wrong person's out there, because the wrong person is out there, and they will get it and they'll use it. I'm not saying don't use it, but use it wisely.
Yeah, be careful with
Still
it.
don't put some crazy stuff you wouldn't want. Like, if you're gonna put it out, it's out to the world. It doesn't matter if it's a private or Finsta or hidden away. So keep that in mind as well.
Dude, that's why I don't have a private story on Snapchat. Because I would be wild with it.
Yeah.
I would go down. I would be so wild
Catch a
with
case?
it. Yeah, dude. I
All
was
right,
too
next.
wild.
You were really excited.
Yeah, dude. This was right before the visual got cut, and we wanted to talk about this because I'm pumped about this. I'm pumped about this. All right, we want to talk a little bit about the Instagram DMs because I feel like for me, I'm gonna speak for me because we're in a little different situations here. For me, I'm heavily active in the the Instagram DM. Sorry, I'm heavily active. I know he's not anymore because he's got a girlfriend now.
You think they're completely underrated? You believe they're underutilized?
Yeah, so
correct?
underrated,
Okay.
dude. So underrated.
So go into it. Let's hear what you have to say
Because
about
I
it.
feel like
Do your
people aren't
tactics.
utilizing it as much as they should be.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone's trying to use Tinder.
Yeah.
But like
Tinder's a good one too.
but who's on Tinder? Like your pool is limited on Tinder, and it's who you come across. Everybody has at least one Instagram.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a couple people who don't have an Instagram.
very few though.
Talking to you.
Few and
You know
far,
who you
it's
are.
few and far between.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have an Instagram?
But so the Instagram DMs, very underrated. I'm in there a lot, just because it's like with Tinder you have to match with that person.
Yeah.
And then like 90% of the work's already done if you match with them.
True.
But I kind of like the chase with the Instagram DMs, just because either they're just not gonna respond at all, or usually it works out pretty well.
Yeah.
You have a 50-50 shot.
Yeah. I mean, what's the worst thing that happens?
They don't respond.
They don't respond. They block you. You
Wow.
don't get to see their pictures on Instagram.
Right.
You don't know if they went to vacation and
Right.
who knows where. Who cares where?
Yeah.
Let them rip.
Let 'em rip.
What do you get out of not sending it? That's the real question. Like, the risk and return, the return is so much higher than the risk. There's like zero risk. And there's so much possibility for a return on that, I would say.
I would agree
in
with
my
that.
eyes.
My rule of thumb is if I send a DM and I don't get a response, I don't pout about it. I just send 3 more. To 3 other people. To 3 other people. That's how it works. You just have to be confident, I think.
Yeah. But another
So,
thing
yeah.
is though, like, know when to quit.
Right, but be smart.
Don't like just keep pounding somebody and like hounding them with just the same annoying like line. Like, you have to be original, be creative, kind of get in there and work your charm, be you. Don't like make up some weird persona that's like not you. And then when they meet you, they're like think they got catfish.
Right.
That is not the goal.
Yeah.
And that's for people. But if you're DMing like a celebrity or someone and you really want them to get them noticed because they're gonna like, I don't know, say they're trying to help us with the podcast, DM them every single day until they respond.
That's 2 totally different types of DMs.
They are.
So like that type of DM, like DMing like a celebrity, you want something from them, more like you want like advice or you want, this or that. But if you're just DMing like a girl that goes to whatever, like your high school, whatever the fuck, your college, you want her Snapchat.
Yeah.
You don't want her phone number. That's so out. That's like so out.
Yeah.
The
Like
phone numbers are out, dude.
once you get the phone number, you are in.
In.
Like so far in, like buy a ring.
Yeah. Buy a ring. We could talk. Do you want to talk a little like specifics of the DMs or?
Let's go through your tactics because I think they're comical, but like they're underutilized. I think you can be the one
I'm
setting.
the voice.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I do. It works, and it doesn't work. I mean, like it depends. Like you're not gonna shoot 100%.
Yeah.
Every single time. You're not. You're just not going to.
This is my analogy. If you're going fishing, you're not gonna catch every single fish.
Absolutely.
But if you catch a couple fish in a day,
It's a good day.
that's a solid day.
It's a real solid day.
Yeah. Even if you're like you said 50%, you catch 50% of the fish that get on your line.
That's a lot.
That's great.
That's a
You
lot.
cast 50% or 100 times you cast. 50% of the time you pull it back in, there's a fish on it.
You're getting 50 fish, dude. It's a lot of fish.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of
Absolutely
fish.
crazy.
All right, so here's what I do. I don't send. Okay, so I go into the DM, which is so scary. It doesn't get easier anytime. Like that DM screen is the scariest shit. Because you just don't know how they're gonna react.
Yeah.
So my go-to is I send the dancing lady emoji with like the red dress.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
like
I send.
Salsa dancing.
Yeah, she's salsa
We'll pop
dancing.
up on the screen.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can see
Let's
what
throw it
is.
up here. But I send that, and then it's just a waiting game at that point. You just wait, and they're.
How long do you wait? Like like after what time are you like, all right, I'm not getting a
Right.
response?
I would say if they respond in under 45 minutes, because at the same time, you don't want to be that
What if you
person who
DM
opens a DM right away.
Yeah, what if you DM them when they're at work though? Like I work a 2-hour shift. I'm not. If you send it to me at the beginning of my shift, I'm not opening that for at least 2 hours.
Then there's, I mean, I guess then they're gonna respond if they want to respond.
Yeah.
For me, like if 45 minutes goes by, and I see they're active on Instagram, and there's no response,
Oh.
then I'm like, all right.
So that's 45 minutes of them being active on Instagram.
Right, like you can tell like.
When the green dot comes
Yeah,
on,
there's
it
like a
says
little green dot.
active
Yeah.
X amount of minutes
So
ago.
if I see that she's been active by the time that I sent it, and it's past 45 minutes, I'm like, oh well, didn't work out. I'm gonna go DM a couple more people.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I send the dancing lady, and then 9 times out of 10, they usually respond. They either say what, or they send an emoji back. That's how you know you're in. Like if they send another emoji back, you're golden.
Okay? So you send dancing lady, they send who knows what.
Like for instance, I'll use this. She might watch this.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably not.
If
Probably
you're
not.
watching this, hit yo in the DMs. You fire away at him.
No, okay. So I sent this girl. It was last night. I sent this girl on Tinder. I sent her. So I guess
That's a
it was on
different
Tinder.
different topic.
But
We
I'm
can get into
just
that.
I'm just for the dancing. I sent the dancing lady, and she sent an emoji back. She sent the tiki head back.
Okay, so they send another emoji back. What do you say? What's your follow up?
Then I said, so she said I sent my emoji. She sent hers, and then I said, oh, I can't say that. I don't want to give away. I don't want to give away the
Our iconic line.
Our iconic line. All right, so
Okay.
we insert our iconic pickup line.
Catch.
Or it's
Yeah.
I'm not gonna reveal that because that's not really ours.
Well, yeah.
We just put it to use.
We were given it, and I believe we give it. We give
showed
it
some
honor.
love. Yeah. But I would like insert nothing like too cheesy, but something to get their attention.
Mhm.
So like, I mean, some people like send like really like cringy pickup lines, and it's like I would never respond to that.
Don't.
But if you can entice them, that's like they're like shaking
Yeah.
because they're like, what
Like,
what's
like,
next? What's next?
Like, what did this guy just say? To
Yeah.
me? Like, but you don't be weird though. Like, our friends. There's some girls on our team, our cross country team, that would sit down together and literally just scroll through their Tinders and be like try to figure out who had the weirdest message that a guy sent them. Like, this guy said.
Yeah, so you don't want to
know,
be in
like-
that position.
Like, I don't know. When I close my eyes, I dream about you. Like just some weird, like, I don't know, something that just scares you at night.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
it's creepy.
Weird stuff. Don't be weird. That's like key. That's like the number one thing we could say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once the emojis have been exchanged, and you throw in your line, your heavy hitter line.
Yeah.
And I would say for me, I would say 80% of the time it works.
Yeah. I would say you use it. That line has to catch their attention. It has to like get them into it. It's just like if you're writing a speech or like writing a paper, you need a hook. You need something that's gonna catch them. If you don't give them something that gets them into it, they're not gonna
Right.
tag along for the rest of the ride.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter if it's a
exactly.
paper, a speech, your worthless conversation to them because they don't care anymore. Like You gotta get them into it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then once you get that Snapchat or that phone number, get out of the DMs right away.
Or
do
Tinder.
not live there.
Yeah.
Get out.
Immediately move on.
Yeah. Add them on Snap, text them, whatever. Just get out of
Tinder and
DMs.
Instagram and DMs are a means to getting that like other form of communication.
Yeah.
There's been no meaningful communication going down on Tinder or Instagram in that fashion. You need to get to Instagram, talk to them, get to know them, and go from there. You're not getting it from whatever app you immediately approach them on.
Facts. I like that.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, let's move on. We can talk a little Tinder. Because
Yeah.
I like talking about Tinder.
Yeah.
Just because, excuse me, they're fucking, excuse me. Tinder. Dude, people can be so deceptive on Tinder. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Deceptive?
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean. Like they'll post a picture of like a close up on their like. I just watched you, and
Yeah.
They actually went over.
Yeah, no. So it's like, here's my couple rules. You are always going to look for the ugliest picture of them in their Tinder, and that's what they most accurately look like.
Yeah. I would agree
That's
with
a
that.
big rule for me. And like group pictures,
No, don't.
I would say you can post like a picture with like another person, but if there's like 5 people in it,
Who are you?
it's like, which one are you?
If
Yeah.
you post a group picture, I automatically look for the ugliest one in there,
And that's you.
you.
That's you. Facts, dude.
Like, why, if you posted that, you're
Like-
not posting that to make yourself look better, because I don't know who you are.
Right.
I'm looking through these pictures to see what you look like, not what you and your 4 closest friends look like.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's not your account plus the 6 other people.
If I swipe
You
left,
wouldn't
do I get all 5 of you?
Right, right.
Because if not, no.
Exactly.
We don't want a group picture.
Exactly. Hey, dude, what do you think about group Tinder accounts? Though? Like, there's people who
I've
like
seen those.
who are like,
I
you
don't
get both of us for the price of one. Just Venmo me.
Dude,
You always do that. I see that
I
in people's
see
bio
that.
all the time. I'm like, I'm not Venmoing you
that is
$5.
weird. Yeah, like Venmo me and see what happens. I'm like,
that seems a little bit
That
like
sounds
sketch.
illegal.
Yeah,
That sounds illegal.
illegal. That's right.
like
It's a little bit illegal.
I don't know.
But I would say get a good variety of pictures.
Yeah,
Don't like post. Don't like have like 5 pictures all from the same night.
no.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Like you can't have all your prom pictures.
yeah.
I've seen that.
And
Like,
don't pick like pictures that don't look like you. They're from high school if you're in
Right.
college.
get
Like,
some up to date pictures.
chances are you don't look like that anymore.
Actually, here's the thing. I'm actually breaking that rule because some of the pictures
You have long. He's
I
got his
have
haircut.
long. I did get my haircut, and I had long hair in it. So like
That's
I put
different.
I put in
Completely
the
different
bio. I
process.
said I got my hair cut. So like disregard the long hair pictures.
Yeah,
But
got to be upfront.
yeah. So I'm a little deceptive.
Don't be
in that.
catfishing people.
Yeah. Fucking
Word to the
weirdos.
wise.
Yeah,
Don't
absolutely.
be catfishing people. All right, this is the biggest.
I like this topic.
We're going to be talking about talking, like the
The
talking stage,
talking stage.
talking stage, because I feel like it's such like a wide open field that nobody really has a definition, and it can mean so many things. And every person has their own interpretation of what it means.
Yeah. I think we need to dive into this.
Yeah,
we need to dive into
the
this.
deep dive into the talking stage.
It's just so like complex
Yeah.
and so unique to each individual person. So like when you like he told me before we started this that his dad asked him what the talking stage was, and you can't define that.
You can't define it because it's different for each person. Like the talking stage lasts from the minute you start ripping DMs. It could. It depends on where you like how
Yeah.
like the conversation goes. But it could start the minute you guys like connect on whatever you started on Tinder, Instagram, Snapchat. So if you got the Snapchat somehow, or all the way up to like the minute you guys become official. So that's a huge amount
That's
of
a
time.
long
and
time.
all of those situations in between are completely different. Like at this point, you're basically dating, but you're still in the same stage as who you were back here
Exactly.
the minute you started talking.
Exactly.
So it's hard to define, and everyone like I've seen people, one person in the I don't even know if you call it a relationship thinks they're talking, and another person doesn't
It's just
know
like
they're talking.
they don't know
Yeah.
because it's so it's so unique.
Yeah.
And
And it's talking. Like sometimes the people just think they're like conversing, not in the talking stage.
Yeah.
So you could kind of get sucked into that trap.
Yeah,
and
it's like a slippery slope. You can get caught quick, even if you're not trying to like. If you're not if you're not trying to talk to this person, you can get like sucked in.
It's confusing.
And then before you know it, you're about to get into a relationship with somebody, and you're the type of person who doesn't get in relationships with somebody, ever. And you're about to get in a relationship with somebody. Not me, though.
I believe that. I believe that is possible. I've seen it happen before. I'll probably see it happen
once
again.
or twice again.
Yeah. But it's overall, it's confusing. It's all over the place. It's hard to define. I want you to sit down and try to explain it to your parents, because I tried and it is virtually impossible.
What would you say? Like some people say the talking stage is better than actually dating. Would you agree with that?
Why? I don't understand why that would be, though. Because you don't have as many rules. That's something we should talk about.
Yeah.
The rules. So this.
What are the rules of the talking?
Yeah. So like, I would say it depends on where you're at. If you're like just starting the conversation all the way up to like becoming official, like if you're in the talking stage. So say you're in a good middle ground. Like you guys are kind of talking.
You've hung out a couple times.
Yeah. Say you've hung out once, twice. You like talking to each other, but you don't know if you're gonna take it to the next step. Are you allowed to talk to other people? Like, where do you draw that line? Where is that like jump? Where is that progression in that? I don't even know. Like that range that you're not allowed to talk to other people. They understand they're not going to talk to other people.
That might just be like situation.
Yeah, like a person by
varying,
person,
just like who the person is.
Yeah.
Because some people like will try to lock you down like ASAP.
Yeah.
Like they'll but then that's how you know like personal preference. Like if I wasn't like really like thought we were talking much, and like I'm just a social person, so I enjoy talking to a ton of people.
Yeah, we're always talking to people.
So and that would personally weird me out if they were just like rules right away.
Yeah. Like, what is this, a religion?
Like,
right. What am I getting myself into?
Yeah, like I'm like signing my life away.
Yeah, like what do I decide a dotted line of blood, or like what kind of cult stuff is this? But,
like
yeah.
sign your name here, initial here, date here. Like fuck.
No thanks.
I don't know. This fucking podcast is gonna ruin my life.
Yeah.
This is gonna ruin my life.
Yeah. Hopefully we're enriching yours though.
Yes, hopefully we are, because it'll be worth it.
Yeah, it's a good time. Hopefully you guys are getting something out of it, even if it's just a laugh at us.
Yeah, because we're idiots.
All right.
I'm literally ruining my life. All right, let's fucking wrap it up.
Yeah, I feel like we've been rambling on long enough. You guys had enough. You want to be done with us?
Yeah. So you can find us at these socials again. I'll just read them out and throw them up. So on Twitter, it's Running World Pod, and on Instagram, it's Running World Podcast. You can hit us up.
Hit us with the follows.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want to know in the comments, in the DMs. We're active all over the place. Tell us what we should work on. We want to get better. We want to make it more enjoyable for you guys. We want to have a good time, but we also want viewers. We want people getting into this, enjoying it, having a good time. We want some fans.
Yeah. But hopefully we get over 200 views, because somebody decided to be a little mean to us because we didn't get 200 views on our first video.
So
but thanks to the people who actually watched and sub. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, if you made it this far, you're great. Like I said, we're on all kinds of platforms now. We are on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Anchor. That's all. If you search Running the World, you'll see the picture of us. Hit it. Hit the like. Smash that subscribe button. Keep following along. Yeah. We're glad you guys are around. We'll leave you with one question. We want you to leave it in the comments. Mr. Yule, your famous question.
Yes, my famous question. Not really got to give a shout out to the homie. Not going to name drop him though. He doesn't deserve it.
Wow.
But
tough.
that
He's
is
definitely
tough.
listening.
He is.
All right.
He is.
Question.
All right. In a fight to the death, I feel like I ask this question to lots of people.
Yeah.
In a fight to the death, who would win? 1 500-pound duck or 500 1-pound ducks?
Just for the size, and so you can think about it. Your normal duck is 2.2 pounds. So let us know in the comments. Think about it. Brainstorm. Let us know what you think.
And
until then,
we'll talk about it next podcast.
Yeah, we will see you guys next week. Thanks for hanging out with us. As always, have a good day.
Peace.